What's up, guys? So I was doing some niche research. I came across a design that I really liked. I'm going to show it to you in just a second, but I zoomed out in my thought process and I said, this is in a niche that I think does pretty well year round. And upon confirming that, I went ahead, I jumped into Kittle and I made a bunch of designs in this niche that are in different sub niches within the parent niche that I'm going to reveal to you in this video. So let's get right to it. So this is the shirt that I came across. I really like that they didn't make it available in black, which we know tends to be the automatic primary thumbnail color. Instead, they made it available in some lighter colors, and Amazon Merch did them a favor and made it available in, I think that's slate gray. Yeah, slate gray. And the way that they did their foreground design, it's monochrome, it's all one color. But I think that the gray that they used in their design in the foreground looks really good against that slate gray. So it's a nice way of doing something different, standing out in a sea of what is often black shirts when it comes to your competition on Amazon Merch. Anyways, I really like the idea of targeting national parks. We don't have to worry about infringing on trademarks. As far as I've never seen a trademark for a national park. Of course, don't take my word for it. I'm just a talking head on YouTube, but I haven't run into any issues so far selling in the national parks niche. They sell year round. You can validate that for yourself using tools like Google Trends. So what I want to show you in this video is how I used Kittle, made a bunch of really nice looking national park designs, and it only took me a couple minutes. So I'm going to jump on over to Kittle. First, I wanted to remind you, in the description, I have a link to my free rewritten print-on-demand mini course for 2023. It's going live this week, and my print-on-demand Facebook group. So I hope you'll check those out. So I jumped on over to Kittle, and you already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to look and see what pre-existing design templates exist in this niche. So I go into the search bar, I just type in park and hit enter. Let's see what it comes up with. And what do you know? We've got a decent sized selection here of templates tagged with the keyword park. They're not all, you know, what we're looking for, what I'm looking for in this case, but there's definitely some good ones with some potential. Like I might work with something like this because I was kind of vibing with that monotone approach to the design in the foreground. Now this isn't monotone. There's definitely a couple different contrasting colors, but I do like the font especially and the kind of worn rustic look that they apply here. But you know, we can go a couple different routes. Like I said, you can make a bunch of different designs in this niche very quickly, very easily. And I would recommend don't just stop at one park unless you want to, but I can't think of a reason to do that. Like in all the years I've been doing print on demand, once I realized like, hey, if I make a nice design that can be used as a template and be used where I can just make minor tweaks, oftentimes just changing a piece of text. In this case, if I wanted to do the national parks, like I could change Yellowstone and the year that the park was established to, you know, I just go to Wikipedia and of course, Wikipedia's got like a list of everything here. I just typed in list of national parks and what do you know? It's like got all them. I got Acadia, for instance, change Yellowstone to Acadia, year established right here, 1919. So we could just roll with this design template. I'll just do it really quickly instead of talking about it. And then maybe we'll check out one other template here, but it's like this already looks great and it's optimized for a black t-shirt, which I talked about is, you know, typically what you're going to be up against in terms of competition. So maybe we'll tweak this to say Acadia first. All right, Acadia. Whoops. Recenter that there. Perfect. Change 1872 to 1919. All right. Speaking of Yellowstone, man, what a good show. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out. And let me show you really quickly, like if you want to change the background color and say, let's optimize it for, you know, like a dark gray, like the slate gray on Amazon Merch, we can do something like that. If you want it to be exact, you could even just go screenshot it from the original listing, grab the hex color code here, and then pull that into Kittle and actually set it to the right color, but I'll just guesstimate for now. Okay, so we'll leave that as the background color. By the way, I'm blocking it, but in the bottom right corner, when you use Kittle, guys, down here in the bottom right, you can actually click where it has the project colors, but then there's like one button to the right of the colors. So I can click that and it actually gives you a bunch of different kind of color schemes that you can apply to the design. And this one, it's only two-tone, so it's not like really highlighting the power of how powerful this is to be able to change the entire color scheme of the design all at once. But I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware that that was there. All right, so hopefully you see what I was trying to do here. We can make a bunch of different designs. Like if you wanted to, you could change these design elements here in the middle. If one doesn't make sense, you know, the shark doesn't make sense or the fish, you can go over here to the left-hand side, click elements, and whatever the, let's just type cloud, I guess. You know, type in cloud and find one that fits the vibe of what's already there. So maybe this one, I don't know, maybe that was a bad selection, but it still has like an outdoorsy vibe to it. And then you're just going to want to match the color. So grab the hex code of the other elements and copy paste onto the cloud. And there we go. If you wanted to change the elements around, of course you can do that. And you can scale this out. Of course, there's potential beyond just that one. That one was kind of low-hanging fruit. Some of these badge style designs look really good as well. Like this says explore the national parks, but of course you can change the word explore to Acadia, to Yellowstone, etc. So just think outside the box here. I mean, this is like real low-hanging fruit to make some really nice looking designs that you can make available for sale on t-shirts, on really any print on demand product. They would look great on mugs. You know, designs like this would probably look good on stickers if you guys have ventured into the sticker realm. I like this outdoor club, but you might have to spend a little bit more time kind of tweaking how the text is up above. I mean, you could just delete too and just re-add however you like it, whatever you think looks best. And then this Yosemite National Park, I mean, that's another super low-hanging fruit here from Yosemite. Let's go find a different one. Badlands. All right, let's do the Badlands here. Oops. I'm used to hitting Control A sometimes. Badlands. And if there's multiple layers, you will need to adjust the layers underneath as well. Okay, so Badlands National Park. And then you want to update the location as well. That is South Dakota. Okay. Sierra Nevada, California. I'll just delete that for now. We'll just say South Dakota. We can make this wider so the text is all on one line. Maybe move it up. All right, check that out. I think that looks pretty good, pretty quick, pretty easy. If you're wondering like, well, Ryan, but that graphic doesn't apply to the Badlands. It only applies to insert other park name. If you're that much of an expert in the national parks, then you know, you can wag your finger and say shame on you for me not knowing better. I would love to go to all the national parks at some point. I haven't been to all of them. I'm assuming for the most part in terms of t-shirt design, you can probably get away with like using a similar design and tapping into each park, because each park really is its own niche in a way. I've filled up 200,000 Amazon merch slots, so you can probably assume safely that I've taken this approach in unrelated niches where I just have like one really good graphic and I just kind of cycle in and out the different relevant pieces of text. In this case, the text is the name of the park, and made a bunch of designs. And again, like the money that gets deposited into my bank account from the sales I make doesn't discriminate. You know what I mean? Even if the graphic doesn't necessarily make the most sense, if it makes enough sense that the customer likes it enough to click it and purchase it and I get paid, then, I mean, to me, like that's all I really care about, right? And I think that's why most of us are watching these videos. It's to not only, some people I'm sure are like purists, right? That just want to make the best designs, even if they don't sell. It's all good. You know what I mean? I respect that. But the majority, I'm assuming, are trying to make some money, and this approach works. What I just showed you, this works. This is actually like much better than a lot of the designs out there. You don't need to take me at my word though, whether you want to sell in the national park niche that sells year round or find some other niche. Go look at your competition, but go beyond the top of page one. Look at what people are putting out there. A lot of them can be improved, let's say. It's a nice way of putting it. So that's what I wanted to show you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, I'm going to link to Kittle at the top of the description. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot. I'm pretty sure you can get started for free. So, hey, what's wrong with that? Free. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow with a new video.